Welcome to Ndine Thaza. My name is Dongo. Call me the Juggernaut. 10 entrepreneurs, 4 judges, 1 prize. Last week, we met our 10 entrepreneurs, 10 warriors that have started their own businesses in Zimbabwe. It comes down to 1 prize. That's the essence of Ndine Thaza. Now we're going to meet our entrepreneurs one by one. We get to know the businesses, know the entrepreneur, and see the dexterity in terms of SWOT analysis. Our first entrepreneur this season is Rachel Sabondo. She's into creative art training. Let's watch your story.
My name is Rachel Sabondo. I'm married to Ndine Sabondo, so I'm now Mrs. Sabondo. I'm mother of 4. I was born on 12 November 1974 at Bonda Hospital, that's Nyanga district. I went to Newengo Primary School, then St. David Girls High School, Bonda for O levels, and Mtambara High School for A levels. Then I moved to Harare, where I did my secretarial studies in 1995. After that, and then that's where I did my Bachelor of Management Human Resources degree, and also with the many in-house courses there. During that time also, that's where I attended an ILO Start Your Business training course in 2004. After that, then that's when I requested them to attend the trainers course. That's when I started training people part-time. I would do my job and then do the trainings part-time. And then I moved to Harare in 2010, in 2008. But that's when I did my Master's in Business Administration. During the Master's in Business Administration, we did some modules. It was majoring in entrepreneurship, but we did the Innovation and Creativity module. That one really transformed or refined my goals. That's when I thought about starting the Creative Center. I've always been passionate about training from 2004, but now starting a creative training started that time in 2015 when we were doing that module. So I stored the idea because of planning, because I thought I would start with having a building. And then in 2018, I attended a power class for women with Anoziwa Marindire. That's when we had to redefine our goals and then to break them down. That's when you said, but whilst I'm waiting for the building to come, I can start with just having the trainings continuing, also then the showcases, the market days. Then I've been trying to get places to do that. So each time I would look in my hands, I would say, I may not have the money, but I've got the skill for training. Inga Creative is about creating a space where people can connect, they learn together, they showcase their skills, and then spark collaborations. So far, I've been looking at people with the different skills, those maybe the authors, the sculptors, those who do horticulture, those who are into knitting, weaving, those people. I've realized that people have got so many trainings that have been done to them, but they don't have a market. They don't know what to do next after the training. When we have done our training, maybe we give people certificates, but then they don't know where to, the next market to go to. So for Inga, it's about bringing the people together. After our courses, we have to showcase these skills. We have to create a market for them. So people can meet, we expose them, because some are even neighbors. They don't know what another person is doing. So we want to expose that to our people. The products that we offer trainings like how to start your business, how to improve your business. We do creativity coaching for individuals, for groups. We do creativity thinking for business. We also do emotional intelligence, self-awareness. Then one of our products is that one, the Creative Market Day, which we'll be doing monthly. Right now we don't have a place of our own. So usually we hire the place even for trainings. So it will depend on the venue. Then we charge according to the venue, and then the costs, also the cost related. So that's how we do it. We don't have monthly subscriptions for our members as yet, but we'll get to there. And also for the Creativity Day, we just, for the hiring of tables and then the logistics things that will be required, that's when they pay. When we've got a date for our event, that's when they pay for for them to participate. We are targeting the local people, we are targeting even the tourists, even the embassies, yes, everyone, those who need our things that we are making by our own hands. For the challenges right now, it's just logistical challenges because things are changing every day. You may hire today a table for $5, but then maybe tomorrow it will be $10. So for you to keep maybe a minimum charge to say our prices are standard, it may be a little bit difficult. And also maybe the transport costs. So, but it's possible if someone has got your own equipment, it may help in the business. That's the challenges that we have.
Wow, Rachel's story spoke to me in two ways. Entrepreneurship is a journey. She went on a journey, got into corporate, and came out to follow her passion and start her creative art training. Two, the uniqueness of her business. People are scrounging for business ideas. Your uniqueness will make you strive. Just like in Rachel, what a unique business. Judges, did you see that? How did you find Rachel?
It's an amazing, amazing idea.
Wow. More from the judges after the break. After the break, we're going to have the business campus segment, and also we're going to hear Rachel's SWOT analysis.
Wanga uchinetseka KCI Microfinance tauya kuzokubetsera uya utore malon zviri nyore zvisinei kuti une payslip kana kuti hauna. Tinopa malon kuma artisanal miners, ma vendors, ma cross border traders, varimi nevamwe vese vangade malon
zviri nyore, mari ipapo.
Tibate pa hotline number dzedu dzinoti 0785 097 565. KCI Microfinance, your finance partners against poverty.
Graphic designs helps us to define the brand, create excitement, and give the brand a recognizable identity.
Bizani, keeping businesses open by making professional graphic design affordable and accessible.
Welcome back. So how can you be a part of Ndine Thaza? If you have your business, simply log on to our website www.ndinethaza.co.zw. Click on application and the rest is simple. Also follow us on our social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of them, it's Ndine Thaza. It will be simple to get us. Today's Business Campus segment is about giving a voice to a business. How do you pitch your business? Check this out.
Basically, a pitch is how you use a pitch to either attract investment or attract partnerships. And the pitch is important because it tells people about what you do and how you do it or how you're different to the rest of the world. So first of all, you need to know your stuff and you need to know your business. You need to know your competitors, and you also need to be honest. You can't go around lying in pitches, and claiming random figures, because chances are some of these investors actually know about the industry that you're pitching about. So you need to be quite honest. But the most important thing is to know your stuff. Well, you got to practice you got to practice in front of the mirror and get used to even pitching to friends, family, and stuff like that. Have an audience to pitch to, so you get comfortable with what you have to say and comfortable with the information that you're going to be conveying to the audience, whether it's potential partners or whether it's potential investors. So I think obviously the first step is the problem statement. What problem are you actually solving? You probably need about 10 slides. You don't need more than 10 slides in a pitch. And that's just got to do with people's attention span. So like I said, the first slide has to be the problem side. What problem are you solving? The second is the solution and why you are actually different. Now, the middle of the pitch is when you're now looking at what sort of traction that you have. And by traction, we mean, have you made any sales? You know, that's very important. Investors look at that. What sales have you made? Or how many customers do you have? Do you have pre-orders? In that as well, you also then need to have the slide that then talks about your team. Your team slide is very, very, very important because potential investors or potential partners want to see that, is there a team that can pull this off? I know that a lot of entrepreneurs want to be sole founders and, you know, they don't want to share and stuff like that, but that's actually quite dangerous. Investors don't like that for the simple reason that if they put in $1 million into your company today and you get hit by a bus tomorrow, then does the company continue or does the company die with you? So the team slide is also very, very important. So you got to start off with the problem. You start off with what is the problem? What is the solution? How are you different or unique? What is your traction? What are your sales figures? Or how are you going to reach these customers? What is your team? And the last slide is obviously how they can actually contact you, just in case someone is sitting there and then takes a picture of your contact details and wants to talk to you later.
Our entrepreneurs are going to go into the grill. They are going to pitch their SWOT analysis for only 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Let us watch our first entrepreneur, Rachel Sabondo, presenting your SWOT analysis.
For my strengths, I'm a certified life coach and trainer and consultant. So training is really my passion, and I'm very resilient, and I know how to sort someone so that their talent can come out, and also to retain talent, and also encourage some people. For my weakness, we've just started measuring our impact, and we've just started recording from our people from this 2019, so that we know how many people, our database, how many people we have, how many will support, how many will be participating in our products, in our showcases. Then as for opportunities, we've got the people are there, the skills are there, people are already trained, but they don't have somewhere to showcase. People are willing to bring in more people to even train others. So that's a big opportunity. So the space is there, the people are there, the trainer is already there, and the idea is already there. So that's the greatest opportunity. The threat that is there is just financial challenges, but we believe with time we have our own space. We don't have to look for someone to hire equipment from anybody or to take things from other people when we've got our own working space. If I get the $1,000, number one on my list is a website, because we need to market, we need to be known out there. And also on the second thing that I would love to have is some tables and some chairs, so that foldable tables and chairs, so that we have our own equipment. When we've got an event, we don't need to hire.
There you have it. We've just watched Rachel's SWOT analysis. It's important as an entrepreneur to have an effective voice. How do you present your business or elements of your business effectively? She was timed only 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go through the 4 aspects of a SWOT analysis and ultimately compete for a prize. Can you do the same for your business? How effective and precise is your communication? If it's not that effective, well, now you know. Work on it, because sometimes you don't have all the time in the world. Effective communication is a part of success in business. After the break, we now hear from the judges. What are their insights? What did they see? What did they not see? See you after the break.
kurima kwandikaita inini ndakatanga kuisa kumashuro ndakatanga nechibage nekotoni.
Welcome back. You saw Rachel's speech on a SWOT analysis. I saw Rachel's speech on a SWOT analysis. What did the judges see? Judge Raphael, the ball is in your court.
Thank you. I think let's start from why a SWOT analysis in business. My view on that is that it's a journey that we are starting. In any journey, we must have anticipation. In that journey, we have obstacles. We must choose our route based on our best knowledge of where to go in terms of the mission that we are driving. I think in a SWOT analysis, if I'm going to make a judgment that gives somebody kudos, you must know where you are relative to the mission. I think Rachel does touch on that. She knows what she wants to do. In looking at that, I saw that in her analysis of SWOT as a complete concept, there are things that are lacking, in my view, because the SWOT analysis is a package. You're looking at basically elements that make up that SWOT. I subscribe to what is called the PESTLE model of SWOT analysis. In that SWOT analysis, you look at the political environment, you look at the economic environment, you look at the social environment, you also look at your legal and technical aspects. Rachel did touch on one or two of those aspects, but it wasn't complete. That's my view. So on the whole question, the global SWOT analysis, I think if I was to give a score for the strengths, she's trained, she comes from a corporate experience, she's got the background and the passion, as we saw from what she mentioned there. But if I was to give you a mark on that, it's only one item of strength that she mentioned, her training background. And that drops it down for me.
And apparently there must be like a balance on the four segments of the SWOT. All right.
That's how I look at that. So on that one, out of 50, 12 and a half strengths. Then on the weaknesses, she's not succinct. She mentions financial resources as the one aspect that overrides the weaknesses. And I'm not sure whether in looking at SWOT analysis, if you just mention that aspect of finance, and she talks of her aspiration as creating a database. I'm looking at a jumbled presentation. If I was an investor, I would not look at Rachel 3 times. I would look at her twice. So
wow.
That's the weakness I see there.
Wow. And
15 would be fine for that on weaknesses analysis. Opportunities, yes, she does identify opportunities. She's looking for space. She's looking for, maybe corporate ventures coming to her aid. But her core business is training. Training doesn't come out strength 5 in her presentation. She's talking about community resources, an information center where people can walk in and walk out without her direct input. What is the training impetus behind it? What opportunities does she see? Yes, there are women's groups out there. There are people who are skilled who don't know what to do. But has she congregated them in order to make them come out with the strengths that she has and imparting the skills through training?
And Judge Raphael, your points for Rachel?
Basically looking at it, I'm adding up 12 and a half, 15, 13, and 10 for the threats.
And the other judges?
You can assist me in adding them up. I've said 12 and a half, 15, 13, and 10 out of 50.
I'm not an automated mathematician. I think maybe
you've left your Japanese brains.
Can do that for us.
So Luke, what's your view on Rachel's speech?
I'm really excited with what Raphael has just expanded on. What I wanted to just touch on was the aspect of SWOT analysis. The two words of the SWOT analysis, the S and the W, those are internal things that you're looking into your business, the internal challenges that you face as your businesses. And the other aspect, the O and the T, you're now looking at the external factors that affect your business. I think those are the aspects that a lot of entrepreneurs need to understand when they're doing their SWOT analysis.
Absolutely.
So going on to Rachel, I'm excited with just one factor that she highlighted, that she wants to create a website. Personally, from a technological point of view, this is what we are looking at. People that want to go global. Automate your business. That's the only way you can sell your business. So I will just go straight into my points. And she also needs to understand that a business is a low entry barrier business. Everybody can jump onto it, and that is a threat, not money. Money is not a threat. The competition is a threat into that business because of being a low entry barrier business. So on the strength, because she knew that she's been trained and she knows what she's capable of, I gave her 40. I was so being a good judge compared to my colleague here.
Have you engaged your Christian judge today?
I think so. On the weakness side, I've given her 35. On the opportunities and the threat, I've given her 35 and 30. I've been really a good just trying to encourage her.
Judge Rose, what's your view on Rachel's speech?
Judging on merits, not because I'm a woman, which is so obvious now, because all of you are expecting me to comment on the feminine thing. So I'm not going to go there. I liked Rachel's business idea. What I didn't like was the way she articulated her SWOT. I thought she could have done more. She could have touched on a lot of aspects. For instance, she looked at her strength as a person, but not as the organization.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she spoke on being the certified life coach. But what strength does the organization have? Which I thought she could have touched on. And on the weaknesses, I thought she came up with a very good, valid point. Where we are going, data is going to be our currency. Where we are going, a person with data is a king. So I think she's right to point it out. On the strength, I give her 20 because she just mentioned one. She could have delved in and come up with a lot. On the weaknesses, I give her 30 because she came up with a very good weakness that she thought she should, collect data. On the opportunities, I thought she really went all out and plugged out the opportunities that she has. So I give her 35. On the threats, I was really, really disappointed because the financial aspect surely should not be a threat to anyone.
So it's more of what? Weakness?
She should be looking at the outside. A threat is an outside threat, not inside the business. So I give her 20 for that, just because I'm feeling really good and she's our first entrepreneur to look at. So I'm going to give her 20.
I liked Rachel. I don't know why you guys don't like it. But I liked everything about it.
Nobody said.
Okay. But one thing she just has to know is money is not your friend. So if you don't know your figures, no one is going to give you money. But I think she's got a bright future ahead of her.
Being said by a banker, that's money issues.
So for your strength, I gave her 50. I just like it. I like it. Don't even ask me why I gave her 50.
That's so unrealistic.
That's perfect.
For her weaknesses, I gave her 30. Then for her opportunities, I gave her 40. I think she's got more opportunities. Then for her threats, I gave her 20.
I thought if her strengths are 100%, then her weaknesses are supposed to be 0%.
That's how we feel.
No, Simba is a special one. To know him. Yeah.
Wow. You've heard it from the judges. At some point, 50 out of 50 on the strength. There's an exciting twist this season. You are now also part of the judges. How? On our Facebook page, you can cast your vote to add on to the points that the judges have given. Go onto our Facebook page. There'll be a post about Rachel's business. Like on that post, and that's how you vote for Rachel. Your likes are going to be the points that add on to the judges' points. We saw and met an amazing, unique entrepreneur, Rachel. We heard her SWOT analysis, and the judges came in, judges I don't envy you at all this season. Continue to watch our show. Follow us on all our social media platforms. It's Ndine Thaza for all of them. And you are now a part of it as you are going to vote until Friday, midnight, and contribute to the points. Fantastic show. This is just the beginning of an amazing journey this season with your host, the Juggernaut. I'm out. Because I was wondering if the website is the strength for Judge Rachel. Can you please bring some?
I'm Judge Rose.
Judge Rose? Yes.
Judge Rose.